I'm Julie Lythcott-Haims. I'm the author of How to Raise an Adult. I was a university administrator for 14 years, the last 10 of which were spent as the Dean of Freshmen at Stanford University. I'm the mother of 2 teenagers, and I'm a board member for Global Citizen Year. For parents who face the exciting possibility that their kid will be a Global Citizen Fellow, I think you've got to think ahead about what this year will be like for you, the parent, and what you, the parent, can do to support your kid in having the best possible experience. And I think it boils down to this, and this will apply as well when your kid ultimately goes to college, if that's what they choose. Your kid is no longer a child. Your kid is your precious son or daughter. They're growing up and they're moving on and they're moving out into the world and they're discovering the world as they discover themselves. And it's meant to be this terrific process of growth and maturation. And so, yes, a parent plays an important role in the life of that developing adult, but the role is about love, it's about believing in your kid, it's about believing in the importance of the growth, it's about valuing their developing independence. And so as a parent, actually, the things we ought to do if our kid is headed out to Global Citizen Year is to kind of sit on our hands a little bit. It's about knowing, hey, this isn't my experience, it's theirs, okay? When they have difficulty, the best thing a parent can do is to say, wow, that sounds so challenging, that sounds hard, that sounds scary, that sounds bewildering, whatever the experience might be that the son or daughter is calling or writing home about. The best thing the parent can do is to say, wow, that sounds hard, I love you, how do you think you're going to handle that? And that subtle change of how do you think you're going to handle that, kid, is what's different about Global Citizen Year, what's different about being 18 than being 8 or 10 or 12. We parents, and I'm a parent too, I've got 2 teenagers of my own. It's easy for us to solve things, but that's not how our kid learns. So when a kid is out there in the Global Citizen Year experience, the very best thing a parent can do is, listen, pay attention, give good advice, always be there to offer love and support, but don't do the hard things for them. And I never imagined that I would become an expert on parenting, but I turned to parenting. I turned to this topic, what's wrong with parenting these days, because I'm not so interested in parenting per se, I'm interested in humans. I believe in humans. I believe in all of us having the chance to become who we are, to get a sense of what we're good at and a sense of what we love, and then find life and work and meaning at the intersection of those things. And so I wrote this book on parenting, ostensibly, called How to Raise an Adult, because I saw too many parents with the best of intentions, fueled by love, doing too much for their kids, laying the path, helping them down the path, protecting them from everything. I saw too much of that happening, and the result was young adults who were not very familiar with their own selves, didn't have the wherewithal to be adults in the world and make their way. So when I think about Global Citizen Year, I think, wow, what a fabulous opportunity for a young man or woman to be away, to be alone, to be a little lonely, a little confused, to encounter new circumstances and situations and learn how to deal with that and to know themselves better as a result. And oh, by the way, to develop some skills, from an apprenticeship or an internship, from living with a family, from working in a community, from joining a community that's unfamiliar, from being the new person. There's a tremendous amount we learn when we leave our comfort zone. I'm Julie Lythcott-Haims. I'm a board member for Global Citizen Year.